November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins is going to float this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Flush to his right. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up.
Throwing is Cousins. And complete right side to Cook.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays and the net result 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Cousins to throw it.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Winfrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. The quick slant caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final shot before the break. Stafford. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Juwan Winfrey as time expires in the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So we've
We've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Stafford. A check down here to Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. McCann now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And maybe out of bounds right at the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On play action, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Gun. Hey, flipper. Hey, we're good. Play action now. Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Cook following the penalty. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. "51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked up near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Trying the power game with Ham.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Right after, right down the middle.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Off the play fake, Cousins.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the
touchdown, Packers. 4th
Touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins. He's got Smith here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Stafford. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes, and the Packers continue to roll. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want
the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. On first down, Stafford here. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. From his own goal line, Stafford. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Stafford going to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing again is Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
Oh, contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action. Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.